It's getting late. Where to now?
Hey! Over here! You're easy to spot. Are you going to Aurum Alley? A new arrival like you should get a tour guide. Yeah? So what? I go out all the time to see patients. So, I know the food establishments around here like the back of my hand. I'm the best tour guide around. I won't charge anything for my services. Except for food, of course. And if you get into medical trouble, gastrointestinal discomfort, sprained ankle, yada yada, you'll have a professional doctor right by your side. That's a 2-in-1 deal. It's called an all-inclusive package. Huh? Hurry up! Do you want the snacks to sell out? We've reached our destination, Aurum Alley. Of course, the main feature of this tour is the endless selection of tasty delicacies. The folk dishes at Spices Supreme are a must-try. This is the only place on the Lawful you can find them. So, now that we're here... Ooh, curly confused pork, crisp melon and diced chicken, star taro braised pork, chili oil beef awful stew, granny chen's tofu. I'm getting tired saying them all. Reciting medicine ingredients is easier than this. Let's start with the snack stands. You can browse around for a bit. I'll go find us a seat while you make up your mind.
I should see what the other customers have to say about the food here. Same great taste. Oh, interested in the food? In Aurum Alley, there's no such thing as a bad food stall. Just close your eyes and pick one at random. My name's Xiaohan. I'm originally from Aurum Alley, but this is my first visit in a long time. When I was away, I'd stay up at night reminiscing about the flavors and aromas of this place. Are you feeling adventurous or cautious? Then I recommend trying a bowl of steamed puffer goat milk. It has a mild, sweet flavor and a smooth texture. People say they feel lighter after drinking it. Of course, it's no substitute for a balanced diet.
Oh, a visitor from afar. May I ask you a question? Do you like Aurum Alley? Then I'll have to make sure your first visit here is a good one. I hope you don't mind me prattling on, but since you're an Outworlder, are you familiar with the IPC? Do you know if it has a good reputation? That's true, and they made it much more convenient to exchange Strelin credits. Well, I can't just leave you here empty-handed. Take a look at the menu, order whatever you want. It's on the house. Alrighty.
So, is there anything good? Fantastic! Hey, how did you know my favorite food? Great, but it looks like you only brought enough for one person. What am I supposed to do?
Ah, it's the Dragon Lady. Here, I'll get you another serving. No need to be shy.
Thank you, Auntie. I'm so full of snacks I can hardly move. I haven't even gotten around to business yet. I wanted to stop by Elegance Pagoda to buy some medicine jars while I'm out. Come on, let's go.
Hey, what's going on at the dock?
Some of the dock workers got into an argument with the IPC folks.
Watch your words. No need to be aggressive here.
How about we go see what's happening at the dock?
When did you decide to show up, little Miss Feisty? How is this any of your business?
As a Cloud Knight, I can't just sit back and do nothing when I see civil unrest. And for your information, my name isn't Little Miss Feisty. It's Susha.
Please, miss, allow Aurum Alley Merchant Guild to take care of this matter.
You're from the Merchant Guild?
What a joke! You people can't take care of anything! Everyone here knows that our Room Alley Merchant Guild is as incompetent as it is dysfunctional. The lease for the docks isn't even paid yet. Anyone care to guess whose fault that is? I'll tell you, the Merchant Guild's.
I'm not denying that.
Then say it out loud so everyone can hear. Our Room Alley Merchant Guild apologizes to every vendor here for defaulting on the lease and leaving us to pick up the mess. Better yet, get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
You're being completely unreasonable. Why can't we talk this over?
I'm not being unreasonable. I'm making a friendly inquiry. When will the IPC receive its lease payments?
I'm afraid we can't pay at the moment.
We leased this whole dock to your merchant guild, hoping that it would rejuvenate Aurum Alley. And look at it now. A perfectly good freight dock has gone to waste.
They said at the moment. That doesn't mean they'll never make the payments, right?
Don't be so gullible. How about we make a little bet? If the Merchant Guild can pay back the money it owes, I'll get down on my knees and apologize to all the people of Aurum Alley. I'll shout it loud and clear. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind. And then I'll bark like a dog. How does that sound?
Okay. And if they can't?
Oh, that's simple. You apologize to me in front of all the people of Aurum Alley, and you bark like a dog.
What should she do?
Deal!
You all heard that, right? I'll be waiting for you. Come on, let's get out of here.
Miss, there's no reason for you to take such a bet. We're the ones who dragged you into this.
It's okay. Seeing that arrogant sneer on his face made me sick to my stomach. I had to do something.
We appreciate you sticking up for us. But this...
Now that I think about it, if I lose the bet, it'll reflect badly on the Cloud Knights. But you can't give in to bullies.
My name is Ming Shi. I'm the secretary of Aurum Alley Merchant Guild. Most people just call me Miss Secretary. This leasing dispute is between the IPC and the Merchant Guild. You shouldn't have been dragged into it.
Sure is. I've already started placing bets.
So, is it true that the Merchant Guild can't pay back the lease?
Miss Secretary, just tell it like it is.
As things stand now, the Merchant Guild is in no position to pay back the lease. Yes, the entire port. Now we owe the IPC an arm and a leg. The food hawkers are thriving, but dock operations and other businesses are stretched to the breaking point.
If we make the businesses more profitable, then maybe we have a chance of paying back the IPC.
If we cut costs and tap into new revenue streams, we can turn things around. A lot of vendors in Aurum Alley don't want anything to do with the dock, though, so it may be hard to find new sources of revenue.
What about cutting costs?
Cutting costs means reducing expenses. As you can see, the dock isn't even fully utilized, and the workers, well...
Hey, don't get any funny ideas about laying people off.
Miss Secretary is just helping us think of ideas. But if you ask me, I think our ordering system is rather inefficient. I'm sure we could reduce our costs if we found a way to improve it.
I didn't realize you were such an entrepreneur.
Even the president hasn't been able to solve anything. Is this short lifer really up to the job? At this point, I guess we've got nothing to lose.
This will certainly save us on shipping costs.
Isn't this a little unsafe?
Don't worry. Our motto is safety first.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Impressive, but if you ask me, inventory efficiency isn't enough to save us. If the Heron Express doesn't deliver the goods, then they're just gonna sit around collecting dust.
I see your point. If you have the time, could you accompany me to Heron Express's Aurum Alley branch office?
Of course. It's just... I'm better with brawn than brains.
Mr. Jungfeng?
Why, it's Miss Secretary. And who do we have here?
I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights. I think you already know the little girl with horns on her head. And this is...
Good to meet you all. Miss Secretary, I heard you made a bet with the IPC. And if you lose, you have to bark like a dog?
The word got out pretty quickly, huh?
Those Outworlders from the IPC are the worst. How did you get bogged down with them?
That's right. No one else in Aurum Alley needs to worry. It's all on me.
We made our inventory more efficient. But the dock workers said we still need a way to distribute the goods. I was wondering if Heron Express would be interested?
Those dock workers don't want to take responsibility. And I'm afraid it's not our responsibility either.
Then who should we blame? The IPC?
The IPC said that they would handle operations at Aurum Alley and promised to give subsidies to the vendors. I suspect they secretly told all the vendors not to use the dock for logistics.
That's a good point. If we can't pay back the rent, the financial damages will be manageable, but the reputational damage will be irreparable. If the Merchant Guild loses everyone's trust, it'll become an empty shell of its former self. And without the Merchant Guild, the IPC will have no competitors in Aurum Alley's business district.
The IPC wants to turn this place into a big logistics warehouse. By then, the food hawkers and used goods stores will have to move away.
So no more Aurum Alley?
Correct. The physical space will still exist, but the Aurum Alley we all know, its fragrances, its bustling tourists, will be nothing more than a memory.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are we gonna do about the matter at hand?
On the logistics side, we can reduce costs by making sure the delivery routes are planned efficiently. Mr. Jungfeng, please allow our friend to try his hand at it. He has some skills that could prove useful in this area.
See? He's a quick thinker.
With these routes in place, logistics costs will be reduced significantly.
I knew it! You're the heroes who can help us revitalize Aurum Alley.
Now, can you tell us what really happened to Aurum Alley?
Well, Aurum Alley was originally the busiest night market in Exalting Sanctum. In days past, this alley, famed for its food and commerce, was brimming with Aurumatons collecting goods for their masters. But that prosperity has long since passed. Restrictions were placed on civilian Aurumatons, and new commercial centers began to spring up. It was like being on a gentle downhill slope. Everyone knew things were changing, but no one thought it was serious. When the Lawfu was moored for maintenance and trade with the IPC increased, a new threat emerged for the Merchant Guild. The IPC's announcement of a bid for the development of Aurum Alley. Their promises were visible, tangible, and extremely aggressive. When the gentle downhill slope suddenly became the edge of a cliff, no one could pretend to ignore it anymore. Both the Merchant Guild and Aurum Alley itself were in jeopardy. The contract for operating Aurum Alley's business district is about to expire, and the IPC's regional director has seen an opportunity. They orchestrated the dock debt crisis, and that's just the beginning. Meanwhile, vendors in Aurum Alley have expressed mixed feelings about the IPC. Some see it as a crouching tiger with malicious intentions, while others see the IPC's promise of high profits as a chance to turn things around. But now the chill is setting in. Everyone is worried that Aurum Alley is going to disappear. The Merchant Guild has to do something to help the merchants here. Therefore, on behalf of the Merchant Guild, I would like to formally extend an invitation to you all to serve as business advisors in the plan to save Aurum Alley. Excellent. Why don't you talk it over with everyone first?
I really hope you can help out. I'm not worried about that. I just want to help save Aurum Alley. My home, the Xianzhou Yaoqing, had much closer ties with the IPC. Initially, people thought they were just engaging in a little interstellar investment, but over time, things changed. Gradually, the Yaoqing's younger generations began to enjoy the immersion produced by the IPC's entertainment division. Once they started wearing IPC clothing lines, you could hardly tell if they were Xianzhou locals or IPC employees. After their coming-of-age ceremonies, a lot of them aspired to join the IPC. To make it big, the architecture across the whole delve began to change. The graceful flying eaves I saw as a child became fewer and fewer, and the glazed tiles and fallow earth bricks gradually disappeared. Sleek, monolithic IPC buildings started sprouting up everywhere. Many of the Yaoqing locals older than 500, like my mother, will say the Yaoqing has changed. But they're not sure whether this change is leading to a better future, or if it's allowing short-life species to dictate their way of life. It's making everyone anxious. If our opponents were martial arts types, I could hold my own against them. But Aurum Alley's problems aren't something we can fight off with a sword. I want to help the Merchant Guild. I want to help everyone at Aurum Alley. Please, help me help them. I want to help the Merchant Guild. I want to...
I only came here for the food. I didn't expect to get tangled up in all this dock leasing stuff. Still, if you're willing to give it a shot, maybe Aurum Alley doesn't have to disappear. So what? The food's the best bit. Aurum Alley without food would be like a pill without medicine. Meaningless.
What do you think? Will you become a business advisor for Aurum Alley? Great. I still haven't discussed any of this with the president. Let's go pay them a visit. Miss Lien Yen, please tell the president that I have someone who can help us with the leasing situation at the dock, and also bring Aurum Alley back to its former glory.
Well, seems like you have plenty of confidence. I'll go ask the president's opinion on the matter. Please wait a moment. Okay, the president trusts Miss Secretary's judgment, but the applicant still needs to pass a test. You must integrate Oldie's Depot into the logistics plan. The President acknowledges your expertise and agrees to confer management responsibilities accordingly. Aurum Alley Merchant Guild would like to issue a formal request. Please help us emerge from this crisis and revitalize Aurum Alley!
Now that that's settled, please come see me at the dock when you have time. You'll be able to help the dock workers do the inventory and help Heron Express with logistics planning. I keep tabs on all the goings-on in Aurum Alley, including rumors and the latest gossip. If we can solve some of the problems in the community, it could help in rejuvenating Aurum Alley.
If it involves helping people in need, count me in too.
Sure. Just come see me at the dock when you have time. You'll be able to help the dock workers do the inventory and help Heron Express with logistics planning. I keep tabs on all the goings-on in Aurum Alley, including rumors and the latest gossip. If we can solve some of the problems in the community, it could help in rejuvenating Aurum Alley. Anytime you need anything, come find me. The important thing right now is to generate enough revenue before the payment due date. I'll be off to the dock then. Stop by anytime.
I know you want to ask about the President, but I suggest you focus your energy on managing the dock for now. Don't worry. The President is paying very close attention to our progress in Aurum Alley.
Any problem facing Aurum Alley is also my problem. If you encounter any difficulties, don't hesitate to come find me. Also, I should probably ask, do you really think we'll be able to pay back everything owed on the dock? You're the best! You remind me of a friend I made when I first arrived on the Lafu. She had the same eagerness for saving people, and the same tenacity for solving problems. I have a mission from the Cloud Knights, so I have to leave for now. If I have time, I'll definitely come back to Aurum Alley to help out.
So strange. Saving Aurum Alley is a critical issue, but the President didn't even make an appearance. Then why would they put you in charge of things at the dock? Wow, time sure does fly when you're trying to save the world. I need to get back to the Alchemy Commission. Keep up the good work around here.
Now that you're here, let's get started on the dock-related work. There's still more work to do on the Aurum Alley Revival Project. Let's...
hello there, dear. What would you like to have today?
It's getting late. Where to now?
Crosstalk Comedy 101. Swindling and cheating.
Storytelling is such an outdated...
Curved wood must be bent again to reach straightness, and finding truth from exaggerations and lies takes a knack.
Storytelling is such an outdated art form.
There are people who like it. Who cares what you think?
Let me teach you all how to sleep like the General.
You'll be full!
Time to see what these local delicacies have to offer.
And today we're ready to tickle your funny bone with our crosstalk comedy.
There's still more work to do on the Aurum Alley Revival project. Thanks to you and Sushong, Aurum Alley's success is nearly a done deal. There's still more work to do on the Aurum Alley revival project. Regardless of the IPC's wishes, positive changes need to be made to Aurum Alley. I have something to tell you. We achieved our revenue goal for this quarter. This is all thanks to you two. Not to mention the merchants of Aurum Alley. The Merchant Guild promises that we will use the money where it is meant to be spent. No disappointments. The funds will be used for the overall repair and upgrade of the dock, which means we won't be able to use the dock's shipping logistics for a while. In order to reward you and Su Shang for your long hours of work, the Merchant Guild has ordered some gourmet snacks from Tall Auntie, so you can rest for a bit and prepare for the revival of Aurum Alley.
Dumplings and steamed buns.
Miss Secretary asked me to prepare some refreshments for you earlier. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll bring them out shortly.
You're just in time. Everyone is asking this IPC goon for an explanation.
Calling someone an IPC goon isn't very becoming of a Cloud Knight now, is it? I'm not here today as a representative of the IPC. I'm just a tourist. You could just call me Scott. I have no quarrel with you. Can a man come here to deliver a package without being surrounded?
There's something wrong with the stuff this guy is shipping. It's causing damage to other people's goods, and our dock here is liable for the compensation.
Speak louder. I can't quite hear you. Is this how you treat guests in Aurum Alley?
Let's open that package right here, right now. Then we'll see what he's hiding.
I'd be careful if I were you. If you damage my goods, you'll have to pay for them. Huh? A serious issue? I think you'll be the ones with a serious issue.
No need to make this difficult. Let's open it.
Let's check and see if there's anything suspicious.
Let's open that package right here, right now. Then we'll see what he's hiding.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
You impede me. Your end approaches.
You tampered with this ingenium so that it caused damage to other goods on the freight skiff.
Speak louder. I can't quite hear you. Conclusive evidence? Deny? Here, look carefully. This old piece of junk doesn't even belong to me.
What?
If you don't believe me, just ask the dock workers.
If I may, he's telling the truth. This golden cloud toad does not belong to Mr. Scott.
Then why was the toad here in the first place?
That's your problem, not mine. Now, let me ask you a question. My vase was almost smashed to pieces. What do you say about that? Oh, you wanted it to be broken? After making a big scene like that, don't you owe me an apology?
I guess we do.
Well, are you going to apologize or not?
Sorry, sir.
For this kind of barbarity, a single apology won't ever be enough. Just think of this as a practice round for later.
He fooled us this once, but he won't fool us next time.
Sorry. I should have stepped in.
My mother always told me that as long as I honed my skills, I'd be able to deal with any situation. Seems I've still got honing to do.
Before the payment due date arrives, I'm going to teach you two how to fight. With words. Follow me. We're going to see the president.
Dumplings and steamed buns! The buns are huge!
There's still more work to do on the Aurum Alley Revival project. The dock is undergoing an unscheduled safety inspection. It would be best if you took care of other urgent issues first. there's still more work to do on the app. The dock is undergoing an unscheduled safety inspection. It would be best if you took care of other urgent issues first. Regardless of the IPC's wishes, positive changes need to be made to Aurum Alley. The dock is undergoing an unscheduled safety inspection. It would be best if you took care of other urgent issues first.
Miss Secretary said that you want to learn how to get the upper hand in an argument. Is that right? The President agreed to meet with you all later, but now is not the time. The President is aware of recent events and is willing to pass on some simple negotiation skills to you. Rule 1. Prepare your ace card in advance. Just as Cloud Knights ready their weapons before entering battle, you should have your ace card ready before you walk up to the negotiating table. I will present you with a few items, and you need to examine them carefully. This is the box that was opened earlier at the dock, the one containing the Golden Cloud Toad. The name and contact information of the sender were deliberately crossed out, but records from the Heron Express show that the sender is Ah Feng. The records show that a dock worker named Ah Feng recently received credit remitted by the IPC, spaced out over several installments. The President has... Rule 2. Play your ace card at the right time. These documents can only be truly effective when your opponent reveals a weak spot. How about this? I've prepared a little practice exercise for you. Mr. Ah Feng, over here, please.
What exactly does the President have up their sleeve?
I don't know anything. I don't have anything to say. My name's Ah Feng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the Golden Cloud Toad. I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of an ingenium. This matter has nothing to do with me. I'm a dock worker, after all. How could I conspire with the IPC? My name's Ah Feng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the Golden Cloud Toad. I was told to move something, and I did.
Why do you emphasize that this matter has nothing to do with you?
I just want to avoid any misunderstanding, in case anyone has it in their head that I intentionally misplaced an item.
I sense a hole in his logic.
I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of an ingenium. This matter has nothing to do with me.
Take a look at this.
This has nothing to do with the topic at hand. I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of an ingenium. This matter...
I think this has a lot to do with you.
Records from Heron Express show that this container was sent by a person named Ah Feng. What do you have to say about that?
That must be some kind of mistake. All right, enough already! The IPC was worried that the lease for the dock would be paid off, so they had me move some things around. Is that so terrible? Is letting the IPC take over management of Aurum Alley such a bad thing? Besides, what's it to you if I make some extra money?
Mr. Ah Feng, our goal at the Merchant Guild is to help make Aurum Alley a better place for everyone. Why would you work against that?
Keep your heads in the sand if you like. But it's only a matter of time before Aurum Alley becomes another warehouse for the IPC. Even if you pay back the debt, where are you gonna get enough money to win the bid for Aurum Alley?
It seems that the truth has come out. Here is Mr. Afeng's testimony. It may come in useful later.
The payment for the dock is ready now. If you're ready for the next round of negotiations, come and see me at the dock.
Right. That guy's gonna be sorry for everything he's done. Time we got a public apology.
Toys! Doorbells! Mirrors! Star Skiffs! Jade Abakai! Massage!
The IPC representative has arrived, and I've called for Miss Quay from the Skyfaring Commission to act as a notary.
Remember, this is a war of words. Over to you.
Before we start, let's review the documents we have. We reached the required amount by the repayment date. This is the basis for our right to continue negotiations and is a testament to the business viability of Aurum Alley. When the Aurum Alley dock went up for public bid, the IPC won the bid using its interstellar trade resources and extensive capital. Then, the IPC leased the dock out to the Aurum Alley Merchant Guild for management and operations. This contract can prove that the Merchant Guild has legitimate rights to operate the dock. The testimony of dock worker Ah Feng, who has admitted to disrupting the normal operations of the dock in exchange for payments from the IPC. Let's go. The notary from the Skyfaring Commission is already waiting for us.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I am here to preside over the leasing dispute between the IPC and the Aurum Alley Merchant Guild.
Is there anything left to dispute? I'll cut to the chase. The Merchant Guild should have removed itself from Aurum Alley a long time ago.
Couldn't the IPC choose a sane person to represent them?
Huh? Say that a little louder. I can't quite hear you.
I said the IPC should send someone else!
Goodness, there's no need to shout, little Miss Feisty. My ears are ringing. You should be saving your voice for your public apology. As the representative of the IPC, my presence in this negotiation is legal, reasonable, and sensible. Who do you plan on sending to the battlefield? A random Cloud Knight? That cowardly president who's afraid to even show their face? Or how about that kid who got dragged into this fiasco at the last minute, walking around like he owes someone 50 credits?
That's enough, Representative Scott. Please state the IPC's side of the case.
The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Aurum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development. But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Aurum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate. The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Aurum Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are clear evidence of poor management. Coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation. The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Aurum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development.
Why couldn't the IPC operate the dock from the beginning?
Oh, are you implying that the IPC was setting a trap for the Merchant Guild? You're saying the IPC leased the dock to the Merchant Guild, who mismanaged it, in order to destroy the Merchant Guild's credibility?
That was definitely your plan all along.
Ah, so you admit the Merchant Guild mismanaged the dock?
This guy!
The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Aurum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? Get that out of here! The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Aurum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? Get that out of here! The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? Get that out of here! The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Aurum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development. But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Aurum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate. The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Aurum Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are clear evidence of poor management.
The dock has improved shipping efficiency, and transaction volume is increasing.
Ah, you guys didn't think that this transaction volume would be enough, did you? The shopkeepers in Aurum Alley aren't here to play house with you. We're all trying to turn a profit. The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Aurum Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are clear evidence of poor management. Coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation.
What makes you think we can't afford to pay the lease?
If you have the necessary funds, prove it. Coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? Coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe... The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Aurum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development. But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Aurum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate.
The Merchant Guild has never refused to work with any shops in Aurum Alley.
Never refused? Then let me ask you, how many shops are currently in your logistics network?
There will be a lot more later.
Later? How much later? For the Xianzhou, does later mean 500 years? Can the shop owners here wait that long?
10 years, 20 years. Psst. What should I say? Is 20 about right?
But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Aurum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Aurum Alley, and the inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Aurum Alley dock, which coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, the IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Aurum, but the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Aurum Alley, and the inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Aurum Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are clear evidence of poor management.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Aurum Alley dock, coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation.
We've already paid back the lease.
These are the funds from Aurum Alley Merchant Guild. The Guild has turned a profit and is able to pay back what it owes.
What? You already paid back the lease? How?
The documentation provided by Aurum Alley Merchant Guild is true and credible. And according to the lease contract between the two parties, the Merchant Guild still holds the rights to operate the dock. Next order of business. The Merchant Guild has accused Representative Scott of secretly sabotaging dock operations. Do you have anything to say about that?
Don't be so slanderous! Why would I stoop so low? What do the frequent accidents at this dock have to do with me?
How did you know about the frequent accidents at the dock?
I use the shipping services too, you know. Do you have any idea how often my packages are damaged in transit?
Don't feign ignorance. Isn't that all by your own design?
Don't be so slanderous. Besides, I'm not even involved in shipping operations. How could I possibly buy off a dock worker? The absurd...
Is it possible that you paid off a dock worker to do your bidding?
Empty rhetoric! Let's see some evidence!
Do we have any proof?
Besides, I'm not even involved in shipping operations. How could I possibly buy off a dock worker? The absurdity! Don't be so slanderous! Besides, I'm not even involved in shipping operations. How could...
We have the testimony of Afeng.
This testimony is concrete proof that you instructed him to sabotage shipments.
What? That little... Aren't the Xianzhou people always preaching about righteousness? Oh, I gave him all that money, and he sold me out in a heartbeat! Darn it!
If the evidence presented is true, Mr. Scott, then this constitutes improper business practices, and the Skyfaring Commission will conduct a follow-up investigation.
How did this happen? How did the plan go awry?
Don't forget about our bet. You have to apologize in front of everyone.
What? Why should I apologize?
Because you use dirty tricks to trample all over the honest work of others. An apology alone won't be enough to fix the damage. If it were, I'd make you do it 1,000 times over. Consider yourself lucky it's just the once.
I hereby apologize to Aurum Alley.
Hurry up.
I apologize to all the people of Aurum Alley. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind.
Is that really necessary?
Make him bark!
That's
Make
right!
him bark!
That's right!
Enough! Woof, 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 woof! Woof, woof! Ow!
What a clown show. This arbitration is hereby resolved.
Thanks to all of you, we managed to pull through the dock's debt crisis. Undoubtedly, yes. We should take advantage of the momentum to upgrade the Aurum Alley dock and increase its transaction volume. I'm preparing to upgrade inventory and logistics planning. The previously idle dock is now ready for use, so come see me when you have time. The dock crisis is over for now, but the rejuvenation of Aurum Alley has just begun.